And we're live.
And we're live. Yes, we are live once again. The Lonely Marks here to talk some wrestling. Unfortunately, not joined by Richie, who's on a vacation. I think they're on holiday.
But he will be a part of the show, as you will
But
see.
he will be.
Yes,
he will still be
we
part
We
of
got
the
you in
show.
mind and heart,
Yeah, we
Richie.
couldn't.
I got you, buddy. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because
All right?
as you can tell by the title, we are going to be doing a draft, and we can't just draft with 3 people. You got to do a 4-person
Yeah.
That's
draft.
dumb. That's dumb.
It's so stupid.
Keep it
Yeah,
OD,
so-
man. We got you
Yeah.
back.
So we got Richie's picks. Don't worry. But before that, we will be talking some Tuesday Night War and some Fastlane. But before that, Austin, how's it going?
Pretty good. I just saw the best horror movie of the year, so I'm very happy right now.
Have
Yeah,
you
what's
watched
that
Winnie
called
the Pooh,
again?
Blood and Honey?
When
Yeah.
Evil Lurks, it was awesome.
Yes.
It was a Spanish
John
movie from
Marr was saying
Argentina.
watch that.
Yeah, he pushed me because tonight was the last night my theater had showings before Taylor Swift takes over the world.
Yeah, you were in the fucking
Yeah,
brother.
literally later if you look tomorrow, like
Sure.
all the other movies are going down to like one theater, like just
Wow.
solid showtime, and then like Taylor Swift's taking over half the screen, so I had to get in there and see it. But it's bonkers, batshit crazy. It's insane and it's awesome. So yeah, it gave me some of the biggest WTF moments I've had in a while for horror movies. So good stuff. So I'm in a good mood. Saw a good horror movie, and then I'm on vacation in 2 days, so that's good too.
That's always nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Taylor Swift about to have the biggest box office movie of the year?
I don't know about the biggest one of the year. We'll have to see what kind of staying power it has, like how many
Right.
repeat viewings there are. But they're saying it's easily probably going to do 150 million this weekend because it already did 100 million in pre-sales. Then they extended it into tonight, which they didn't originally have. So it was just supposed to open tomorrow night, and then they've extended it into tonight to do other shows. So that's probably going to at least add another 20 or 30 million. And and the way they negotiated it, I know this isn't movie talk, it's wrestling talk or whatever.
It's our show.
It's pop culture, but they
Movie
negotiate
Gear
stuff
Network.
with the theaters to where the theaters, why they're adding so many showtimes, they're getting an extra percentage from this movie that she and her company negotiated because it's not a studio movie. So the theaters are getting like more percentage than they would with a studio movie. So they're like all about it, like, oh yeah, get more people in the theater. Hell yeah, let's do
That
this.
makes sense.
And they're making a lot of money off of this, and it's gonna like really boost the yearly numbers. So they're very happy. The studios are not happy, but they're very happy. So yeah. But I'm gonna avoid the theater this weekend. That's why I saw this tonight. I haven't seen Exorcist yet. I'll wait till Monday, like during the day, to go see that. I'm not touching the theater this weekend. It's gonna be a zoo.
Is it so good that you might consider it for a potential draft we may or may not be doing
At the
in
end
a
of the
couple
year?
days?
Or
in a couple days, because we are doing a little draft.
oh,
Saturday
the
too.
horror movie draft. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if I don't really draft like recent movies. Like we even did that the other night. I was on a draft with Henry and we were drafting sequels, and like he drafted, Saw X.
Yeah, Saw
to
X
me,
and something else.
Is he the one who drafted Terrifier 2?
Yeah, Terrifier
Yeah,
2.
but I feel like even worse than that. There's like a third one where it's like, oh, really? That's pretty good. Okay.
Evil Dead Rise. Somebody drafted that. I remember
Someone
seeing
else did
one.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like I have to sit with the movie for a little while before it becomes something I would draft or put it in my best of all time, any kind of thing like that. Like I have to sit with it a while and see how it holds up over multiple viewings. I'm not saying it has to be like I drafted, a movie from like 2 years ago, but at least I've watched it multiple times. Like I drafted Halloween Kills, but I've watched that a lot, since I saw it. And but yeah,
not as good as H2O, but yeah, decent movie.
Sure, yeah. But yeah, I can't draft a movie I saw like last week. That's weird,
right?
To me.
Yeah,
because you're high on it and you want to see if it holds up later. So yeah.
Nobody drafted Rob Zombie's Halloween 2?
No.
God no.
No.
No zombies. Yeah.
I drafted a Rob Zombie
sequel.
I drafted a Rob Zombie sequel.
Yes, I saw that. I just couldn't
but I did not.
anybody...
But the Rob Zombie sequel I drafted was not Halloween 2, so you can figure out which one I actually did draft.
Oh yeah, no, it's the correct choice.
Yes,
3 from Hell. No,
right. The one without Sid Haig after the first 5 minutes. Yeah.
No. Devil's Rejects that's a great horror movie. I agree with that choice. JPO, you were also a part of that horror sequel draft, but we're not talking about that. We're talking wrestling. And how are you doing?
Good, but there is a movie thing I would like to talk about on this show.
All right. Go for it.
Trailer just dropped for Iron Claw.
Oh, that's
any
true.
thoughts on
Yeah.
that?
See, that's wrestling and movie related. See?
No, yeah, that's what I mean. No, it does fit, and we should talk about it.
The next movie that will have wrestling scenes in it, a lot of them. Yes.
Wrestling scenes, you
And it
catch
looks
little
good.
glimpses of the Free Birds of Ric Flair. Obviously, people playing them.
Right.
I think everyone's great. Efron's fucking jacked.
Yeah, he is.
I had faith from the get go. I think I saw Rich was like, "Oh, I'm pleasantly surprised." I had faith from the get go. A24 and also Jeremy Allen White, I think, has chosen pretty smartly from like Shameless to now he's in the Bear. So like, I don't think he's chosen a bad thing yet. And so yeah, I'm excited for it. I really
And the director did Martha Marcy May Marlene, which is a good solid movie too.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, interesting. 2 flicks there. So obviously, the director knows how to handle heavy subject matter. If you've ever seen that with Elizabeth Olsen, and no, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, again, it looks like it shows wrestling with respect. I guess, sadly, who's the one that's spoilers? Who's still alive? Carrie. It's Carrie, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess Carrie wasn't involved because I know his son said he wasn't. But even the son said the trailer looks good and looks like it, it translates right. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that very much. So,
I'm interested. Yeah. My grandfather, and my Texas grandfather passed away last year. Was buddies for a long time. He was high school friends with, and still friends with for years. With Fritz von Erich, the dad. Knew him since he was a kid and was friends with him. So he kind of, at least associated with the Von Erich family for a long time because he was from Dallas, Mesquite. That's where they wrestled. The sports are in Dallas, and went to a bunch of their shows and whatnot. So, and he used to tell me just stories about hanging out with Fritz Von Erich. So that was always cool. But yeah, so I'm interested. It looks solid, and we'll see. Yeah, no sign of MJF in the trailer, but he's playing the fake Von Erich, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I imagine it's a cameo or even slightly extended cameo. So I figured he might not. Maybe we'll get a glimpse of him. I thought maybe, but I never figured he'd have a heavy impact in the trailer. So
no.
Yeah, we'll have to review that when it comes out. And
for sure. That's definitely something I will.
We'll review on the show. Yeah,
I want to say Christmas, right? Isn't like a
holiday. It's around. It's like I think they might be gunning for like Oscar season. Oddly enough, so maybe they're.
Well, no, it's gonna get in. It's gonna get in. Yeah, it's in that sweet spot of December. Yeah. It's definitely in contention. For Best Actor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey man, I like him. I think he's.
You never know.
Even in things I don't like Firestarter is not good. I don't blame him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think he has potential. And I also didn't like his extremely violent, incredibly whatever he was, Bundy, I think. I didn't like that either. I didn't like the way they wrote it and handled it. But again, I liked him in it to a degree. Right. Yeah, so
I agree.
I think he has potential as an actor, and I think he is also looking at things and trying to, range himself out, as from being, basketball star
he hasn't
in High School Musical.
Yeah, he hasn't quite lived up to Troy Bolton, but he's getting there.
Oh God, I think of Neighbors when I think of him. I don't think of. I'll slightly pass that.
No. Iron Claw. It looks really good. Check out the trailer if you haven't. Let's talk some Tuesday night real quick because I think enough happened that we can talk about it real quick. Tuesday night. So it was just a little. I guess it was Title Tuesday and Tony Khan's birthday or something.
Hold on. Also, by the way, hold on. I want to double check that real quick. Title Tuesday. 3
title matches.
1, 2, if you don't include the pre-show.
And I am. So yeah.
With the pre-show, 3 title matches, and there was plenty of matches there too. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 matches, 8 including the pre-show. So just saying. Title Tuesday, and 2 of the 7 are title matches. I don't know if they just changed plans because they saw WWE was going against them, so maybe they scrapped like some things. But bad name in my opinion.
They scrapped MJF losing the ROH titles and.
I could see them. I could see them scrapping like maybe like a random trios, tag title defense or something. Make it work because but we did see titles change hands. We saw 2 titles change hands, and both were relative. I was surprised. I would have betted against both of those. So
So one of those, probably the bigger surprise to me is Orange Cassidy winning the international championship back. I want to say injuries has something to do with it. I think Rey Fenix is dealing with some injuries, so maybe it's like, hey, who do we put the title back on? Or who
I do feel like you got to almost guarantee it because I was going to double check and make sure I didn't fuck this up. Actually, I believe the match is only 5 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that long. So I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, no. And it's surprising in that
Yeah, less than 440. So yeah, that to me easily shows Phoenix was hurt because think about it, international title
Yeah.
those two. That easily is a 12 to 18-minute match
Oh yeah,
usually
for sure.
on a Dynamite. Maybe time frame had something to do with it, but I think they would have cut a little bit from the other matches
Right.
because other matches still went. We still had a 16, a 17, an 11, and a 15. So.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I agree with the choice of if you're going to give it to somebody, give it back to Orange Cassidy. I think he elevated it enough that I think you can give him a decent run, and then whoever beats him for it now, it's like, hey, I just beat the greatest AEW international champion. Ha ha ha.
I don't know. I would have been a fan of giving it to somebody else because I feel like he had a nice lengthy reign. Again, let's do something a little bit newer. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I'm not against it. He had good matches. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up jobbing it soon to someone else, though.
Right. I just hope they don't get into the TNT side of it and start hot potatoing the title. But I mean, they haven't done that with the TNT. I guess if you ask Christian, he's been champion for 3 months now. So, well, yeah, no, I'm excited to see if he defends it every week like he did before, or if he is just a transitional until they find a plan for the title.
Yeah.
Pez, I know you don't watch week to week, but how do you feel about Orange Cassidy being champion again?
It's odd because I thought we were gonna move on to other things with him, especially since they immediately put him in at the pay-per-view, that 4-way, for the number one contender thing. I thought they were just gonna go with run with this odd tag team of Orange Cassidy and Hook, and try to get that going. And then it's oh, we're just gonna pull an audible. But yeah, I'm kind of with JPO in that if you're gonna pull an audible, okay, let's build a new star with that thing though, or let's get somebody else in there who could use the boost. I to me it's that's a perfect opportunity for a Mark Briscoe or something like that. Or
I mean, he's hurt, but in that vein for sure.
In that vein of one of those people who could use a boost for their singles career, or I don't know who else is kind of. Even up Ricky Starks to a degree or something, somebody who could maybe use the boost a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, now he doesn't need that boost because he's a tag team champion. But
sure, yeah, no, I understand.
that was pretty random too. Speaking of title,
that was random as well. Yeah, on the collision thing. Yeah, but just in that vein, I mean, of somebody on the roster who could use that bump a little bit.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, so just a little odd, but maybe it's just a transitional thing until they can kind of figure out what's up. Because there's been a lot of injuries lately between Phoenix and John Moxley getting his concussions and whatnot. We need to give these guys a chance to recover. I think it was at least smart to put Moxley in particular, just have him on commentary for that pay-per-view, like we heard, and just kind of being there but not having to be in the ring. Probably a smart idea.
Man, this SmackDown Hotel website's pretty sweet.
Yeah, right.
You never
they got years. They got the companies.
Man. Yeah.
Men, you can filter it by men, women, tag teams, whatnot. Yeah, you can filter it by everything.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We'll look more into that in a little bit. But
what do you think I used for the when we did the ECW on Sci-Fi thing to figure out everybody?
You're saying I painstakingly combed every results for no reason?
Yes.
Okay.
Show by show.
I would be lying if I wasn't scraping a website that had all of WCW's results from 2000, from all the Thunders and Worldwides and Nitros and all that shit. I'd be lying if I didn't do that. But that website's good.
Yeah. Back to Tuesday night. The other championship change was Hikaru Shida becoming the AEW Women's World Champion
3 times.
Yeah.
Speaking of going back to the well, damn, I feel like Sarai didn't really get off, and again, I would have established a new star. I don't hate Hikaru by any means, but I was surprised. Yeah.
Is this just Tony Khan being upset and angry with anyone? Anything that reminds him of NXT, he's like, no, bad.
Well, and also, what does everyone feel about the bald assholes tweet? A lot of people were saying not very kumph of a a president there to be calling them out like that, but yeah.
I saw a report today that said there's belief within AEW that
He needs to shut his mouth when it comes to Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, he needs to put his phone away and stay off social media.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
He needs an assistant that just goes, maybe not that one, Tony. Like has his phone, like the assistant has the phone. Yeah.
He needs a social media manager.
Yeah.
He can afford it.
It's not the first time. I mean, like, what was it? He's some ignorant shit about Big Swole, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. Like, buddy, you're the forefront. You got to have a little more class.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and then I think other results from the show. Bryan Danielson is the #1 contender for the TNT title.
Makes sense.
Defeated Swerve, and that was another one I wanted to bring up. Yeah, Christian. That's which I think that'll be a good match. But speaking of Swerve, like if he wasn't involved in that match with Danielson and involved in this angle with Paige, maybe he would have been a good international champion.
Honestly, yeah. No, we all said before. I think we're all ready for that. So
yeah, I'm ready for him to hold a singles title. Yeah. What else? Adam Copeland defeated Luchasaurus, and then big brawl ensued at the end between. Hey, Pez, ask me if Blackpool Combat Club is face or heel.
I think we asked that last week. So are we any closer to going? Hey, is Blackpool Combat Club face or heel?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Still, because I still don't know.
I love how they're like stabbing people with screwdrivers, but now they're kind of like if you watched only
Danielson's
this week,
the face.
If you watched only this week, you would say they're faces because now they're fighting like the Dallas Club or whatever now, right? Or I don't know, they're fighting somebody now. Yeah.
Yeah, because Danielson comes out at the end to fight off Christian because he's the #1 contender now, and then Claudio and Wheeler Yuta come out to take out who was it, Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne, and there was just a lot. It was a good ending, but it's like the action is good. It's just I'm confused. Are they good guys or not? But no, overall, I thought AEW was a decent show. JP, what were your overall thoughts on the show? Because I'm pretty sure you haven't missed a Dynamite yet.
I'm 100 on Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision. So yeah, I'm trying to keep that streak going. I was gonna say for anyone that's like super focused on ratings and wars and this. I was just happy that we had 4 hours of really fun wrestling. That's all I gave a shit about. You know what I mean? Like I'm all for it. And we try to one up each other because that was the fun thing of WWE announcing this, AEW announcing this. Well, we're gonna have no commercials. We're gonna have no commercials. Well, we're gonna start 30 minutes early. Well, we're gonna have the Undertaker. Well, we're gonna have Edge. We're gonna have
a pre-show.
Which at first I was very confused by, but then I get it. Like they're trying to get your eyes on their product first, and hopefully you'll stay there and not go over there. I think is the hope. And I think both shows had a lot of fun to be offered here. Again, just looking at it, hey man, your pre-show's Kingston versus Suzuki. I'm cool with that. Danielson and Swerve was a lot Hobbs and Jericho, kind of short, but hey, put over Hobbs in a pretty strong way. Yeah. New champions, Wardlow squash, Jay White and Adam was pretty good as well. You got the return of Edge. That's all pretty dope stuff. And then over
Adam Copeland.
Hey, and then over at
I prefer to call him the Rated R Superstar.
Rated R Superstar.
You get one of my favorites, Roxanne Perez, and then there with Asuka. You get a fun. One of my favorite matches actually was that 6-man brawl with Butch, Ridge, and Tyler Bate against Gallus.
Pubs rule.
Yeah, pub rules. Yeah, and they're using darts. They're stabbing people. Yeah, it was fun. Dragunov. Luckily, LA Knight was the referee, so I had faith that Dragunov was going to win. Because otherwise, I would have really thought maybe Dominic was going to win.
Was that just the most random? Like, who's the biggest star we can bring to NXT to be the special guest referee? Let's do LA Knight. Because other than that, I feel like it just doesn't. Like, there's no reason. Like.
Well, no, it's the same thing as like just kind of shoehorning, Cena and Heyman in the other corners for whatever reason. They were just trying to get stars on there, and the main event was fun too. I had like Carmelo and Braun both primed for a main event whenever they're WWE is ready. So, yeah, like I said, 4 hours of pretty decent television, man. I'm down.
And speaking of Heyman, he's talking with Rock's daughter.
Yeah, and
I
he
wonder if
points
that's gonna.
he points to the phone and shows bloodline. Hey, who's bloodline, baby?
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
that could be the start of the feud. Is they're trying to fuck with his daughter, and Rock's like, "Hey, man, stay away from Pebble. Get it, Pebble, Rock's daughter." Hey,
Pebbles.
my mom made that joke when I was like 10. I loved it. Yeah.
And then,
So,
Undertaker. Can't forget about the Undertaker.
what if now, what if Braun hadn't attacked him? What would Undertaker have done? Because he had to come out. His music was in the commercial. And how did they know he was going to come out when they made the commercial? I don't know.
It's those things in wrestling we talk about. I have a same thing about Fastlane about Carlito. We'll talk about it.
Oh, that's great.
Oh,
yeah. Called my friend didn't pick up. Bullshit. Yeah.
No, I have the same questions. We'll get there, but I have the same questions. Like me and JP are talking about all these logical questions when you think about like timeline wise, what was supposed to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can get into that now. Fastlane, a decent show given the fact that there was only 5 matches. And
at least they didn't stretch it to 3.5 hour pay-per-view because it was 240 or something like that on the time thing. When I looked at it, I was like, oh, okay, well, at least you guys didn't make it 3.5 hours with 5 matches at least. I was going to wonder how they were going to do that. I did skip pretty much everything in between the matches though. There was points where I was skipping like 6 minutes and I still hadn't got to a match yet. And I was like, okay.
That's the problem, man. I've been saying this almost every month. That's the problem with Peacock is unfortunately they need those buffers to advertise. And unfortunately, I think that's part of the reason they went to 6 matches and now 5 is because you're already going to have a pay-per-view that's several minutes over because of the need for commercials. So now, like, they unfortunately have to do shorter because you're right. Like, it's not like this felt super short, but I don't like 5. It makes it doesn't feel like enough of a pay-per-view for me. And this very much to me felt inconsequential. Other than the tag titles had changed, but everything else felt like it was kind of
nothing. Yeah, we got a title change, but the show still felt like nothing happened. Nothing really happened. No,
I think 5 works for like an NXT takeover because
and those are always kind of meant to be that. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just accustomed to more, and I think 5's too many. AEW might overdo it. WWE's underdoing it. Both of you find a medium.
I think like for a B pay-per-view, like your bigger pay-per-views, SummerSlam, Survivor Series 10, fine.
But like you couldn't have thrown you couldn't have thrown a Gunther title defense on there, like for
why
6-1?
Did you feel the need? Yeah, why was that in Ciampa on Raw? Why couldn't that have been?
I literally felt like you knew Gunther was going to retain the title even if they announced it, but like Gunther and Ciampa would be a fun. Give those guys 15 minutes. They'll have a hell of a match for 15 minutes.
They've skipped Gunther. I think I said on the show they skipped Gunther on several pay-per-views too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that will just help add to his legacy that he had not only wins but like pay-per-view wins. I think do matter. Unfortunately, when you look at someone's legacy, like, oh, cool, he was a champ, but only was on like 3 or 4 pay-per-views. So, like, yeah, that could have been on. Another thing too is almost every match I feel had a hype video.
Oh yeah,
which
fine. They showed in the kickoff.
But yeah, if you watch the kickoff, you've seen them, and also too, if you're just kind of a weekly fan, you definitely have seen this shit. So take out the hype videos.
Everything.
If you took out every hype video, there's your time for Gunther Ciampa. You know what I mean? Without even adding to it. And that's where I will go back now and give AEW props because even on normal AEW television, if they show clips and like a recap, it's usually pretty quick. Hey, remember this? He got jumped last week. Bam.
Well, the pay-per-views we've seen, and you watched on JP, they'll do a hype video, but it's like a minute. It's like 60 seconds.
Quick.
Yeah, it's like, let's get the meat and potatoes of what's going on in case you don't know, and we're to the entrances, like we're to the match. You know what I mean?
And that's where, like, again, WWE does things better. I'm not trying to hype on AEW, but in this case, I do feel AEW puts wrestling first and yada yada second, where I think WWE will show they'd rather give you entrances and recap videos than the matches, not even a quarter of that. Like that sucks sometimes, you know.
Yeah. So, five matches. We kicked it off with the tag team championship match: Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso defeating the Judgment Day to become the new tag team champions. I was surprised. I thought Judgment Day, I thought they'd walk out with the title still. I thought Cody and Jay would win by like DQ. Further this for another month or something. But give Jay something to do while while he's waiting to fight Jimmy at WrestleMania next year, because that's the plan. If it's not, it should be.
100% is.
Oh yeah,
and this is just keeping them separate. That's why they put them on different shows, just like Dominic and Ray, just to keep them separate for a while.
So, yeah, no, I was very surprised. I think this match, and it did not do anything for the Judgment Day, in my opinion. I think it hurts them. And then Priest doesn't even cash in at the end. Spoilers. He doesn't even cash in at the end of the night. Like, I did not like this pay-per-view for the Judgment Day at all.
It's funny. I watched it with my legitimate brother, and we went back and forth because I think Cole says it in their entrance. Like, don't forget, Priest has the briefcase. Of course, we're like, well, now they just said it. It's not going to happen. But then later on, they tease that they're leaving.
In the back, yeah. He's just like, they're like, no, don't cash in. We're going to sit you down.
Oh, now they're definitely cashing in.
Oh, yeah.
They must have shown that. They must have shown that, like, when I had commercials, because I didn't see that until
I was scrolling ahead, and then like I stopped randomly, and then like it showed them in the locker room, and I was like, okay, he's got the thing, and the whole thing was just them going like, no, you messed up your leg, sit down, you'll have another chance, whatever, and then so I was like JB, I was like, oh, he's definitely gonna limp out there,
nope.
And
it was legit.
But he's gonna do it without them, like he's gonna come out like without them on Go Rogue.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
He's gonna go rogue and like go cash in, and then they're gonna be like, "You shouldn't have done that," whatever. And like, and nothing happened.
No, it was a legit moment where they were like, "Hey, you shouldn't do it, buddy," and he was like, "Okay, let's go to the hotel."
Yeah.
The end.
No, it was sincere. No, they left.
It was a sincere moment, evidently. Yeah.
Has there been a follow up with JD McDonough yet? Like, how come Priest hasn't destroyed him yet?
No, so they were pissed at him on Raw, and they were like, "Prove yourself against Drew tonight." And of course, he lost to Drew, so we'll see where it is next week.
So he's just a dork. He's a dork.
Yeah. So far, you know what he is, Pez? He's Disco Inferno NWO. Can I, Julie? No, you're a fucking scrub. And I love JD McDonough. I think he should just
to relate to a show we done. He's Chavo trying to join the LWO, and Eddie's like, "No, you're a dork. Like, do what I tell you to do, and earn your shirt."
But like, I don't totally get that though for him. Like, I think he's a good enough talent. I'm like, just put him in the group. We're making him seem like the bitch boy who they don't really want and fucks up.
Well, only Priest doesn't want him, so I feel either Priest is going to go solo or JD McDonough is going to do something to earn his way in. Priest is going to be okay with it, but I don't know. I think this paper, I think the Judgment Day looked a little weak coming out of this. I mean,
no, for sure. I was surprised.
Can't win 5-on-2. Like, come on. And I mean. If you're going to interfere, it's like we're going to interfere, but we're not going to interfere when there's a pin. And hey, we know that we keep the titles on DQs, but we're not going to interfere then. We're only going to interfere, to make so we still win, but not we're not going to keep our titles. We're not going to interfere then. That's something I think heels should do more often. Is like, hey, we're about to lose. Here, wrap with me.
Not for pay-per-view. That leaves such a sour taste.
That's some WCW bullshit. Yeah, I don't like that.
I would have been more. I'd rather them change the titles like they did than have a shitty DQ finish on.
You can do that. Yeah, like JPS, you can do that on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah, on Raw and lead to a blow off on a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
but that's not a pay-per-view blow off. No, I always hated DQs on pay-per-view.
I disagree. I feel like it can when it's the first match. I mean if this was like the third match, then no, don't do that.
Any pay-per-view, no. I will never be a fan of that.
I disagree. I feel like DQ finishes can work if done correctly.
On Raw.
On pay-per-views too.
Raw's. That'd be a good time on Raw.
Okay. You can be wrong. It's okay.
So can you. You're outvoted here.
Not wrong. That's not the thing. Well, Richie
agrees. No, I just heard Richie says.
See, that's why we're
see. Here's the thing. See, Jacob's just mad because he didn't get the point because he said Jay and Cody were going to win by DQ officially on his prediction.
Yeah, he just wanted that.
He wanted that point for that, and he didn't.
And also to just add to another reason why
because I literally.
me and my brother were rooting for Judgment Day to win because also they had a 35-day reign. I just looked it up. Like barely a month they had these titles, so it's not like they had a nice reign.
And that's the thing too, is because I think if you do a DQ finish, that works. Judgment Day gets to keep the titles. Cody and Jay, it doesn't affect them, and then you can build to something else. I think this loss, the way that they did it, I'd rather they just lose, without the Judgment Day interfering. Either don't interfere at all or cause a DQ. That's my thing. I'm not against Cody and Jay being the tag team champions. I think what they've been doing has been working, but it's like, yeah, my thing is the Judgment Day look a little weak coming out of this pay-per-view. So, who doesn't look weak coming out of this pay-per-view? Carlito. I mean, he looks like a weak friend, but it doesn't look weak in other ways.
No, okay. So here's my logic thing. I was dealer. So Ray supposedly made this phone call, right? And he called on SmackDown, right?
2 days ago.
Yeah, he calls on
SmackDown. Sorry,
or whatever it was. He calls on the TV show and he goes, "I called a guy. He's going to be there." Okay, cool. So you get to the show and he's not there, right? And he's not there yet, or you don't know if he's going to show up. So much so that they go to the ring because it's match time and he's still not there. So it's a 2-on-3 handicap match right now. When Carlito finally comes out, he's got his gear on. Where did he put his gear on?
In the taxi cab over.
In the Uber ride on the way over, he put his gear on and then ran straight into the building, knew that they were out in the ring because he was watching it on his phone, obviously on Peacock, and he knew exactly what was going on, and then decided to just wait, never minding the fact that the match could have ended previously before that because it was 3-on-2, so they could have just beat the shit out of Ray and pinned him, you know what I mean, like at any point, but he waited till Ray, exact moment where Ray needed a hot tag and there was nobody there to hit his music and then come out. Again, it's the little things that bother me with wrestling. That shit bothers me. But like, I mean, it gets a pop and all that, and they change his music, but I don't like the fact that they changed his music. But yeah. It's just the logical things are weird. It's the same thing when Jeff Hardy comes out and has to dance first before he goes and helps somebody. Hey, we even talked about that with Edge.
My brother's getting the shit kicked out of him, but I got to dance.
Edge came out on the pay-per-view to help out, but he had to run to both sides of the stage first and do his little thing before he ran to the ring to help.
I know Darby's getting murdered, but
let me go get him in a minute because I know they'll be watching me, the master of psychology, Edge.
And don't you have to be in the ring to like be a legal competitor? Like he can just, they need a third guy. Let me come out, and now I'm part of the match because, yeah.
I thought it was an unnecessary roundabout way to do it. I would have been fine with just him popping out from the beginning. Although I guess it does give you a little bit of like, that's maybe why the Almighty's lost or kind of thing, or. I don't know. They could have done the day of as well instead of teasing the opponent. Maybe had like them attack the other guys earlier in the day. I don't know. It just seemed kind of obvious, and then like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there was signs in the crowd for Carlito, so it's not like know. And I think I had said it.
The other two guys come out, and point to the stage, and Carlito hits his music and comes out. He'd still get a nice pop. It's not like he wouldn't, and holy shit, it's Carlito, and he's a house of fire and still does all of his spots, whatever. Because he can still get the hot tag later, like and still win the match, whatnot. It's all good, but yeah, I don't know. and since when the hell did the Street Profits turn heel? I missed that.
Only in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a pretty quick turn of like Lashley talking to them backstage. The heel Street Profits kind of started attacking people kind of like off the cusp. You know what I mean? They're not hardcore heels, but they're definitely like more violent and like get-go kind of thing. And they almost broke up last week too, which is why I was confident they'd win because they lost the match. And Bobby was like, "We're done. You fucking suck," And they're like, "Nah, we'll prove to you." And so that's why I thought they were going to win for sure. But it makes sense for Carlito to win. That's why I think we threw it out of the competition because it was like if you knew that this was not just simply because we voted with the mindset of it's Cruz or it's Del Toro.
Yeah,
obviously the Almighty's win that.
And they need to win. LWO doesn't need to win. Ray's fine. He's already in the Hall of Fame.
No, the only reason they won was to give Carlito a nice hot return. And it doesn't seem like it is a return now. So we'll see if that goes on SmackDown, which in general I am for. I liked his appearance in the Rumble and then Backlash. So He's another guy I thought would have returned a lot earlier than he did, but like sometimes
Apparently
takes a while.
apparently he's been signed for a while though, so they've just been waiting to use him.
Well, I think I mean it's October.
Yeah.
I feel like they signed him not too long after Backlash, right?
They signed him after Backlash. Yeah, it was like March
so-
or April they signed him.
It's
He's just
April.
been
It's an
sitting there.
April show.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
No, just one of those weird ones they were sitting on, I guess, for the moment. I have no idea. I don't know if they let him finish other dates, but it's definitely been a while. So
Mhm.
I want to say, yeah, he might have had some other commitments that he had to
maybe. Usually they'll
finish
work
up.
with you on that, though.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, because June 17th was his last. So yeah, since June, yeah, he was at AIW Over the Line. Was his last,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, in Ohio. Yeah, I'm a fan of theirs. Good
so-
wrestling over there.
so since
Catch them
June.
on Fight TV.
Mm.
Pay me, AAW.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
hype.
But yeah, no. I think this was
I bought
standard
DVDs from the
six-man
owner
tag.
once. I had him give me a sale. I was like, "Hey, John Thorne's the owner." I was like, he was at WrestleCon for Mania. I was like, "Got any sales?" I'll make up one. I don't know.
Make
Buy
me a
two, get one.
deal. Buy 3, get 1 free.
Pretty
Come
much.
on.
I'm pretty sure that's what he did. I think he had me
Yeah.
buy 2, get one, buy 3, get one.
Yeah.
There wasn't a sale. I was just like, "Hey, if you give me a sale, you'll get more of my money."
Yeah, you gotta make that money, man.
Make me
You
feel
know?
like I'm winning. Is basically
Yeah, right.
how I was like, "Let me feel like I'm getting
It's
a deal."
like how if you go to like a horror convention or something like that, you get those guys that like sell DVDs and whatnot. But you get to like those that if you go on Sunday, get to like that last 2 hours of the convention, before they like,
Yeah.
pack everything up, and then go. What are you gonna do for me? A little buy one get one free. Buy 2 get 1 free. Give me a little something, bro. Like you're about to close. It's your
Yeah.
last day. Like
I
you
forgot
want some
somebody
money?
was selling like a bunch of wrestling action figures. They got down to like $50. I almost did it because it was that thing. It was literally
Oh, yeah.
it was like 90% done, and it was like so I don't want to take this home with me.
Right. No, that's what you got to do. Yeah. If you ever go to a convention and you want to buy shit, wait till Sunday, like the last hour of the show,
Yeah.
and they'll get desperate and want to like get rid of stuff. Yeah. So that's the way to go.
Just a few more matches. Yeah, we got the triple threat for the women's. Io Sky retaining over Asuka and Charlotte. Like I said in our predictions, this is one that I would have been happy to get wrong because I thought Charlotte was going to take it because she's Charlotte. But Io Sky retains, and I am happy to be wrong.
Yeah, they teased a little bit more of like Io kind of pushing away from Bailey, so I thought there might have been some shenanigans. But again, no, pretty straightforward, and win and a little bit of help from.
It was a lot of moves.
Yeah,
it was a lot of moves for 20 minutes. Not much story, just a lot of moves.
That's what's gonna happen with the triple threat, man.
I know. It was just a match. It wasn't bad. It was just moves for 20 minutes.
I enjoyed it again. I just felt warm about it to a degree, as far as
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so good triple threat match here between 3 really solid women wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
3 solid wrestlers. I'm just gonna call them wrestlers. I'm not gonna say women wrestlers. They're just wrestlers, and they're really.
I'll
good.
call them women wrestlers. Women wrestlers. Do they fight with the men a lot? No, then they're just in the women's division.
No, only Rhea Ripley does that.
That's right.
Who? Why didn't she have a match on the anyway?
Anyway, yeah, you could have given her a fucking match.
For that, I'll argue they just don't have anyone. They didn't sit down I mean, they could have done a recovery match, but they've done that already. So, but that's also again their fault.
People.
They need to start making some fucking matches here.
Yeah, it's not like they don't have people.
No, yeah, just gotta push them, gotta promote them.
Rhea and Shayna, why not?
Yeah,
give them a.
Yeah, I really thought they were gonna push Shayna because that's a pretty big SummerSlam win against Ronda that went nowhere so far. And again, we are in October.
Yeah, so get Rhea on the show in more than just accompanying Judgment Day to the ring.
Yeah. Let mommy wrestle.
Yes. John Cena and LA Knight defeated the Bloodline. I think everyone and their grandma saw that coming. Decent match, I thought. But yeah, nothing too unpredictable here. It was a really good.
The first part of the match was weird because it was like John Cena started the match, never tagged LA Knight till the hot tag, and they just beat him up for an hour for an hour. They put the boots to him, just like John Cena, to get beat for an hour and then come back and hit his moves of doom and help LA Knight win. And he was so exaggerated. It was kind of hilarious. He was yelling full sentence spots at the top of his lungs right into the camera, calling the match. It was pretty funny, classic John Cena. But good God, I felt like, I swear to God, they put heat on it for 20 minutes. It was ridiculous until he finally made the hot tag. It took forever. Then LA Knight just came in and hit like 3 moves and won. And that was it. So Cena hit the dynamic shovel, he hit his finish, and that was it. All done.
Yeah.
Cool.
I am looking forward to the John Cena Solo Sikoa match, because that's happening now. I mean, they even
I thought Michael Cole would have mentioned at least the Umaga thing. I didn't, unless I missed it. I don't think he even said anything about like that, like the history. But maybe if they have the solo match, they will literally the solo match. Yeah. And by the way, Pat McAfee came out for commentary for this.
That's right.
Boy, should he have stayed for the main event, because I really missed Pat being out there, because I feel like he makes Cole and them better when he's out there, and he just makes the matches a little more exciting, because you can tell Cole likes when he's there and all that. That belt was pretty sweet. Those NFL belts they're selling right now were pretty hot, actually. The Colts one that they had like a commercial for him later on the show.
I really want a Jacksonville Jaguars one. How come I can't find it?
Is there not one on there? That sucks.
No, because of AEW.
Oh, so he's not letting them do?
There's no weird. Jacksonville Jaguar one.
Because I was legit gonna look into it and be like, how much are them Jaguars belts?
That doesn't make sense.
But that's
stupid.
Sucks.
Stupid.
It's stupid because I think a green and gold belt would look pretty hot for like a Jaguar logo, green, gold, and black.
Yeah, man, they're not gonna. It's a AEW SKU merch, so I can see why they wouldn't.
It's a shame. But Pat should have stayed out there for the main event. I thought he could have elevated that a little bit on commentary.
I mean, if you got him, why not? If you're gonna,
if you're gonna
throw him out,
let him leave him. Yeah, leave him out there. Hang on. They have fun. They like to stand up and do commentary. Let him stand up and do commentary for the heavyweight title match.
He also likes to stand up during Nakamura's entrance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I missed that. That was back when Nakamura was a face, but I mean. Still
rocking on top of the disc.
Yeah, I love Nakamura's music. I think it's so good. I will listen to that any time of day, any day of the week. Seth Rollins is still your champion because apparently he can't lose this thing. I thought
and he's going to keep defending the belt with like a half broken back that he legitimately has.
Right.
Whoever his next opponent probably won't target.
Yeah.
Well, it's Drew. I think Drew's his next opponent.
Yeah, they're setting that up. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. Is like you're gonna put JD McDonough in a prove yourself match against Drew, who's like now the number one contender for the world heavyweight champion, and you expect JD to win? Like no, like that's stupid. Anyway.
Well, that's just wrestling logic. As fans, there's
yeah. I loved this match.
You could put your loved one's life on the line or $1, and I'd be like, I'll risk that. There's no way JD's winning. I'll take the $1.
Yeah, so I loved this match except for the final 2 minutes. I thought the ending was stupid. Seth Rollins is enduring all this punishment, and he's barely beating the count, and then he delivers one big move to Nakamura, and Nakamura cannot answer the count. It's dumb. It's dumb. I think
this match was fine. It was fine. Dude, Ilya Dragunov and Dijak had a way better last man standing match like 3 months ago or 2 months ago or whatever it was on that NXT show. They had a way more intense, way more violent, like match of the year contender, like last man standing match, where like that one felt like a fucking fight. I didn't feel like this one felt like a fight. It was like Nakamura doing shit, and is Rollins gonna get up? And the only one thing I thought was clever in the match, there was one spot where he took the Kinshasa into the corner table, and the way he saved himself from the count is he slid his legs out to the floor, like over the apron to the floor, so he was technically standing up. I thought that was clever. That was a really clever spot that I had never seen before. Other than that, it was just like It's like, yeah, Nakamura hit him with something, he'd get up. Now, I'll give Chad Patton credit. He wasn't doing the uber slow motion count. He was counting.
Right, yeah.
Dude, homeboy was 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there were times where I legit thought, I was like, is he counting
like,
too
Jesus
fast?
Christ, he's got
Pez, have you done a last man standing match?
I have done a last man standing match, yes.
Yeah.
So I do the more dramatic one. Now, some of the casual ones at the beginning, I'll go slightly faster just when you know it's not. But when you get to those big spots at the end, you want to do the dramatic count, especially if it counts towards the finish or if it's going to be kind of a false finish. Same with if somebody's going to get counted out dramatically, you want to make that dramatic. You want to do basically the double step is what I call it. So it's the step back, step forward. 1, step back, step forward. 2, you do the 2-step. You do the 2-step back and the 2-step up. And that's how I do the count.
Sounds like a conjure dance.
The 2-step up and the 2-step back. And that's usually the rhythm that I follow, like for either count outs, out of the ring or a last man standing. And yeah, when I do it, I make it a little more dramatic. Now, if it's a last man standing and it's like the beginning of the match and you're just brawling around, he hits something, you can do a little faster. 1, kind of like a 1-step. 2, but when you get to those final ones where it's supposed to be dramatic and the crowd is like getting into it and counting along, I feel like you want to go a little more dramatic, like a little slower to get the crowd into it. And yeah, but Chad was fucking counting his ass off in this match. Just maybe that's what I told him to do. I don't know. But 1, 2,
make him work, Chad. Make him work.
Yeah, so
I know we've only done 4 matches, but we're running out of time. Go fast.
I know, yeah. So I don't know what that was, but I mean, a couple of spots were okay. When he hit the mist on the top of the ladder, and then Rollins fell through. I felt like that could have been a finish. That would have been a cool finish.
I thought that's where that should have ended.
You could have Nakamura celebrate on top of the ladder and whatnot. It just felt weird that they didn't even finish like near the ring. It was just like this random Falcon Arrow off the thing, and then boom, it's just done. Again, it was a lot of plunder, a lot of tables, but it was okay. I mean, I didn't like hate it, but I don't know. I just, compared to literally a last minute standing match I saw like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, whatever it was, it just didn't have the same intensity. That one felt earned. Felt like somebody was legit fighting for their life against somebody who had an advantage, and Nakamura had an advantage in this one with him not having a hurt back. Hey, Seth Rollins has a legit hurt back, so let me take a backdrop on the concrete. That doesn't seem like a smart idea, for your future. But all right, he played into it a little bit, but I didn't feel like they didn't play into it like a lot, or they could have played into it more. Could have had him hitting that kendo stick on his back or something like that, doing a couple of things, really laying it in, but. I don't know. They'll probably won't even acknowledge it again. They're still talking about it on commentary, but who knows? Yeah, like JPO said, it was that guy. Next guy's probably not even going to do anything with it. They're just going to have a match. No. Yeah.
I mean, I think
if I was Drew McIntyre, I'd be chopping him in his back. That's what I would be doing. If you start throwing the chops, do something legit with him, man. Start chopping that motherfucker right in the back, clubbing him on his back, doing everything to his back. That's how you play into it. Like make people look smart.
I think we're getting close to the point where, Austin, you can ask me if Drew McIntyre is a heel or a face.
We're getting there?
I think we're getting close to that point.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll ask on the next pay-per-view if they haven't had a match to see how he plays it. Yeah.
I think the next one is Crown Jewel, November.
Is that Crown Jewel?
4th, I want to say. So.
And is Survivor Series like the end of November or something like that?
I think so. Okay, because I don't think they've. Yeah. I think they've done away with December pay-per-views.
Okay.
I think.
Well, it makes sense. You want to build up. You want to have a little extra time to build up Royal Rumble, because then Royal Rumble's right after that. So you want to build that up for about a month and a half. Really build that one up. That's a pay-per-view they do care about building, and because that's always a draw.
Let's go, Gunther, Royal Rumble 2024. Mm-hmm. That's still my choice. Anyway, but no, we're talking. JPO, what were your thoughts on the last man standing?
No, I did like it. Kind of like I said, almost like that triple threat women's, maybe more, but in the sense of like. I liked it, but again, maybe just the fact that I didn't necessarily believe Nakamura had too much of a chance. And like you said, I mean, last man standing, I felt like this fit kind of what I figured they would do. Pez has mentioned, NXT has had some better ones. Yeah, because I think they go ham, and if they're really trying to prove a point, well, this felt like two long-time WWE vets kind of wrestling a pretty safe, good, but never next level, hardcore match. You know what I mean? So I liked it, but again, it just kind of added to that B level vibe for me.
So safe that the one spot on the outside where Rollins literally landed on what looked like a trampoline underneath a bunch of tarps.
Right,
He
yeah. This
literally
wasn't.
hit and bounced. You could see him bounce, and it was like, oh,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, okay, so you're perfectly fine, gotcha. But yeah, I mean that's why they were doing a lot of table spots and whatnot, So I don't know. Yeah, just compared to that Dragunov match where Dijak beat the shit out of him and he legit, was like fighting for his life. Like I thought that was just so much more intense and so much better, not that long ago.
Yeah. So, overall, I thought it was a decent show. I'd probably go like a 6.5 to 7, maybe out of 10. What about you guys?
6 out of 10. It's passable. It's nothing bad. Nothing offensive, nothing like that. It's just there. It was the definition of a paper, a premium live event that was just there, killing time. It just was.
And am I doing this on purpose? Maybe 6.5. I'll meet you in the middle. Yeah, there's nothing. So it's definitely more. It's a 6 at least, and not higher, because there's nothing I hated. But
Right.
again, there's nothing I loved. You know what I mean? To get to that next level. You know what I mean? It's definitely not an 8. It's definitely not a 5. It's very much a 6 to 7. Yeah.
So, all right, and yeah, I don't know who won the predictions, because I think we decided to throw out that LWO match, because it's like, yeah, once Carlito's coming in,
Well,
or
once it's
somebody.
even a mystery opponent, I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
now I'm thinking totally different.
Yeah.
You know what
If
I
you're
mean?
gonna wait until
I'm
after that to
thinking
send us your
brand new
predictions,
team versus, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, 2 guys and like 3 out of 4 guys that are already kind of like established. Yeah, that's a different match than
If you throw that out, it was
a
a three-way.
surprise
It was a
wrestler.
three-way tie
with
between
that,
everybody.
it's a
Well,
tie.
3-way tie between everybody. Who's
Not
the
me.
3?
Not
Because
me.
the only
I got one right, I think.
Oh, good.
I got
Not
John
good.
Cena
Hold
and
on, it's
LA
not
Knight.
wrong. So me, Pez, and Richie
Yeah.
win.
Oh yeah, if you throw that out, then we all won. So whatever, we're back to square one. Nobody really won. So technically, Richie won because once he knew that, then he sent in his thing, and then had LWO winning. But whatever. Yeah, if he wants to have something,
I
have
think
something.
anyone who knows that
Mhm.
LWO is that, we would have all predicted that way.
It's okay. We can give him next week for what's about to happen to him. That's fine.
What are you talking about? Because JPO, this was your idea, so take it away.
Yeah, I like these fantasy drafts. We've kind of done a couple like NXT certain years, so yeah, it was kind of like what I had said before. Like, let's act like, one of us is Vince, one of us is Eric, and the other one's Paul, and we all kind of have our own companies, and we're drafting anybody that was active in the year 2000. Maybe we'll continue doing these, each year or whatnot. But yeah, I'd start with 2000 because I asked you guys privately at one point, like, when did you start watching wrestling? That way, hopefully, everyone here has a decent gauge here. We're not doing 1995 or whatever, and you guys are like, I don't really know 95 that well. So hopefully, everyone here can have a good gauge as to who they think they would like to pick. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And I always try to keep in mind too. I try to draft with the mindset of like, it is the year 2000. Who do I want on me? At least that's me personally.
Yeah, and so we did spin a wheel off screen before we went live, and this is the draft order minus Richie. Richie will be picking third, because we all thought, hey, his name was spun first. Where would he choose to draft? He would obviously choose to draft third in a snake draft. JPO will be picking first. I will be picking second. Austin will be picking fourth. We will be alternating picks for Richie, and don't worry, we are going to give Richie a good roster. We're going to give him good people. We're not going to screw him over.
I'm giving him. I've got a plan. If it goes through, if some of these guys don't take my picks for him,
Right.
I'm going to give him. I've already said, and I'm a man of my word. Champions and Hall of Famers.
Absolutely.
Hey, good stuff.
But yeah, so JPO, you do have the first overall pick. We are doing 20 picks. Same rules as usual. You can only draft the human is only eligible to be drafted one time. Whether or not he was in different companies in 2000, or
different names,
yeah. Snake draft. So we'll go 1 through 4, 4 through 1. and then 20 picks. Once we're done, we'll have our rosters of the best of the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
2000, not 2000s, because I was confused. I thought he meant 2000s. I was like, all right, 2000, 2009. That's a
just
fun,
2000.
that's a fun era. And then he
They
said
were
just the year
active
2000.
in the year 2000. So that leaves you all the three major promotions. WWF, WCW, ECW, because they were still around. Can we draft like Japanese people that were active?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Act like you're Vince McMahon, Eric Bischoff. Y'all got money.
We got money. All right, here we go.
I said Paul, but Paul doesn't have much money. But act like you're one of those.
Raiding the company. Yeah, sorry, doing a raid. Raiding those promotions. All right, cool. Well, let's go.
Alrighty. First off, damn, where'd I go? All right, let's go with. Honestly, I'm actually gonna go from the third company because I think this is the year he breaks out and people know he's the main eventer. I want the whole fucking show. Give me Rob Van Dam.
Interesting. Okay, RVD going first. All right, cool.
Yeah. So, this SmackDown Hotel website is great. By year? Oh, let me go to the year 2000.
Year 2000.
I did my notes like a week ago, so I'm ready.
And I did them while we're doing the first half of the show. So
all right, there you go.
Yeah, I think even in you draft him in the first round, I think almost any year he's active. Give me The Rock.
The Rock.
I can smell it.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Richie, you're up next. I mean, JPO for Richie. Your first pick for Richie. And by the way, Richie, per our thing in the chat, has to make a card out of this, right? So
yeah. Oh yeah.
All right,
absolutely. Cool. Gotcha. So we got to make sure we give him tag teams and women's wrestling, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So we got to be varied. All right.
No, I was thinking about it. I thought I could, maybe give him some odd people, but Pez made a good point. Let's set up our boy. I'm going to give him somebody that actually held the world title this year. And I mean one of the major world titles. Let's give him David Arquette, baby.
Hell yeah. There you go.
That was my next pick.
When you think of Chance of 2000, you think of David Arquette.
Hey, world heavyweight champion David Arquette. Not only did he have wins over Tank Abbott, he pinned Eric Bischoff, the head of the company. He beat the shit out of DDP and showed him who's boss.
Main event pay-per-views.
Main event pay-per-views. That means he's the best in the world for a little chunk of time in the summer of 2000.
Got Kurt Russell to appear on Nitro. Come on.
Yeah, David Arquette, a legitimate world champion. So we gave him a world champion. That's a hell of a pick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Welcome, Richie. All right, my turn. So I will take Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What? Oh, too soon.
Mm-hmm.
2000 yet.
He was doing it at the end of 2000.
Okay.
He started doing it in November, December, as like a legitimate thing. So, Stone Cold, and back to me again for the Snake, right, Jacob? So I will take your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Breakout year. Only it's still technically his first year apart time. So,
Oh yeah.
Kurt Angel.
Kurt Angel. Morning Angel. All right.
Angle.
All right, we're back to Richie and Jacob. Who will you select?
We are. Yeah. I think. Oh, it's tough because we're still so early in the draft that like we got the three promotions, but not just that. Like we got maybe overseas that could play into it. So I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, somebody who like I said, we're gonna give him champions. Let's give him the British Bulldog.
Oh, Davy boy, Denim Davy.
Yeah, Denim Davy.
Denim Davy. Yeah.
Let's give him British Bulldog.
All right.
Pick up yourself.
Oh yeah, that's
for
right.
yourself. Pay for yourself.
Yeah, so I have The Rock.
Mm-hmm. Got Dwayne.
Yeah, and I think I might start working on my tag teams though. So I think I'm gonna go with Edge and Christian.
Nice. I hate you.
You're back to you for back-to-back picks.
All right.
Okay. Okay. It's his last year, I think, as a active, main time active anyway. Give me Cactus Jack.
He was on my list. Yeah, that's potential. Oh yeah.
Any other iterations of Mick Foley are?
Well, Cactus was like the main one that was active in 2000. That's why he's going with it. Yeah,
that's
Street
his
Fight at
last.
the Rumble. Yeah, the Hell in
Right.
a Cell, and then he became Commissioner Mick after that. So,
Right.
yeah, Cactus Jack. Hey, he went out on a strong note. Some great matches.
No, he did. That's kind of what I'm thinking. His last major year.
Yeah.
How many last matches do you think Mick Foley had?
Well, I don't know if he ever had another last match until his last match, which he didn't know was his last match.
That makes
even his stuff with Edge and whatnot were not billed as like his final matches or anything like that. They were just matches.
Right.
Yeah.
Or Randy Orton or whatever. Like they weren't like retirement matches. Yeah, they were just there.
Yeah, and then he was gonna have another one, and then that's when the WWE doctors were like, "Nah, like we literally cannot clear you anymore." So he was still technically ready to go again in his mind anyway, in heart.
Nope. Just wait until AEW says, "Hey Mick, we'll clear you."
Yeah. No, I think we're past that. Yeah. He's doing better than that. There's a point too, man. Listen, as my friend, who phone number I have. No, there's a point where he was doing rough, and now he's doing a lot better. He's walking a lot better, so I'm happy for Mick.
Oh yeah. Keep doing the stand-up shows. He's good at it. That's good.
Dude, he's funny. I've worked with him 2 to 3 times, and then I've seen him legitimately just another 2 to 3 times after that.
I got to see him in Greenville. He was. Yeah, it was a really good show. And Man Scout Jake Manning was the opener.
Oh, Jake Manning.
Yeah.
Nice. I almost got him to come down and do comedy because I booked the Man Scout one time too. It was partly okay. Here's my thought process. So obviously he costs like a little bit compared to like a normal guy, but he brought the PWG DVDs that I wanted to buy, so I saved on shipping. So I saved $10 by booking him for way more than $10.
All right, that works.
I literally went to the table that night and I was like, "Yeah, I'll take the 2 new PWGs."
Who's your third pick? Yep.
These two are still kind of. Oh no, wait! You took Edge and Christian. Fuck, I was gonna make Edge and Christian joke. I was so set on that. Well, they're same thing stands. They're still going today. Give me the Hardy Boys.
You suck.
You suck. I would have taken Edge and Christian. You could have had him.
All right.
I guess I don't. I know we make cards out of these, and we try to go with matches that we haven't seen.
Who you're gonna do that?
How? I mean, I still got to go.
But you're just gonna take the Dudley Boys, so
I'm gonna take the Dudley Boys. I'm taking the Dudleys.
No, I know. Just take them anyways. It's fine. It's okay.
Which ones? Which ones? Which two?
The Dudleys.
Which two?
Bubba and Devon.
Okay, all right. Just saying, yeah.
There was another one very much active around this time.
Spike actually could be picked tonight, but you also I don't know. Was Big Dick and Dances not a thing anymore?
Big Dick, I think, had his last match in like '99 or something like that.
Oh, never mind. My bad. I was trying to.
Yeah. I don't. He may have been on a random 2000, but he was like a singles guy at that point. He wasn't. Yeah. It was
Sorry, I thought it was obvious.
No. All right. Richie's pick, and I'm going to pick for him. Hey, listen, I'm a man of my word. I'm also going to pick him a world heavyweight champion around this time, a best in the world, a man who defeated Booker T for that championship. That's no slouch right there. He defeated Booker T, the 5-time WCW champion, and was, the baddest man on the company at one point, who took on all competitors. Vince Russo, world heavyweight champion. Hey, the toughest guy in the company. He took on everybody with that baseball bat. You know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest heels in the company, really. So Vince Russo.
Vince Russo's on your roster, Richie.
Hey, world heavyweight champion Vince Russo. That's no slouch right there. Hey. best in the world, according to the title.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, Ben. For my pick, yeah, I'm not worried about this other tag. I can pick other tag teams from other companies, so I think I'm okay. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take American Badass Undertaker.
Mm-hmm. It was between the Dudleys and the Undertaker for me personally.
Yeah, and yeah, 2000s definitely he comes back as American Badass Taker. And I'm gonna take Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Radicals, Chris Benoit.
Yeah. JPO, you are up for Richie.
Or Richie, yes, Richie. We need to give him some more high level talent. I think he should be very.
Yeah,
we're
drafting really
we're not, like we're not giving him jabronis. You know what I'm saying? Like we haven't done that yet. So I feel like we're looking out for him.
Speaking of people that aren't jabronis, there's a guy that I think we talk about every once in a while where we're like, we haven't seen him in over 20 years, I think, at this point. But man, he could have been world champ. Tiger Ali Singh.
Yeah, see? You're bringing that international flavor, I think, to his roster,
I just sold out shows, for you in, Kuwait or wherever.
Yeah. Tiger Ali Singh. All right, Jacob, back to you. The Hardys, Dudleys, and Edge of Christian are all done for, so just FYI. That TLC DVD is done for.
So I think you also draft this guy no matter the year, except for maybe nowadays, because he probably shouldn't be wrestling nowadays. But back in the early 2000s, he could still go. I'm taking Ric Flair.
Woo!
BPO, we are back to you with back-to-backs.
Yes.
Okay. Give me the Impact players, just incredible Lance Storm.
All right.
A nice match, if that's the way you decide to go.
Maybe. See what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
And then give me excuse me, give me Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero.
All right.
Nice.
Back to me, and I'm you know what? He may not have been looked the best upon his debut, but he could still go in the ring, and he's one of my favorites of all time. I'm gonna go Chris Jericho.
Nice. I almost did that just now.
Mm-hmm.
The toss up.
Jericho, a guy you can draft anywhere from like 1994 to now.
Yeah, and be like a top level pick. Yeah,
and still be a top pick at any point in his career.
Yeah, good for him.
All right, and now Richie's pick, and Jacob, you have the next Richie pick.
And we gotta keep giving him. Well, I'm gonna keep giving him champions and just entertaining people. Let's go with Crash Holly.
24/7 champ.
I might have actually wanted that, you asshole.
Yeah. I remember there was an extended period where he was gone, and that.
I was actually going to say, God, if you knew that by heart, Chris, you have a fucking problem. So if you look that up, cool. If you know that by heart, God damn it. Because I was going to say, I wonder if there is a year he was totally inactive. Because that's right after the first stuff. Yeah, 2006 sounds like that first time he, quit and did Fozzy and acting. So
and the way he went out too is just awesome.
He'd always said part of him thought that might be it because he liked it. You know what I mean? Which is true. Like when I said goodbye to RPW last year, they're like, "Do you want to go out all nice?" And I was like, "No, man, I want to go out kicking and screaming. I want you to super kick me." Fuck no, dude. I do know you, Chris. I said I was afraid you did that by heart. It's like, oh.
All right, so Pez, we are to you for back-to-backs.
Yeah, I guess I should take a tag team before they all get snatched up. Something. Maybe I'll just go and take two because there's still a lot of people left over. I would take the Unholy Alliance of Tajiri and Mikey Whipwreck.
definitely typing out their names because I do not always remember tag team names.
Tajiri and Whipwreck, yeah, it was their team. The Unholy Alliance. And in that same vein, I'll take from the same company. I'll take the FBI, Guido and Mamaluke. Yeah. And specifically Guido and Mamaluke, because I know Big Sal occasionally teamed with Guido, but I'll take Guido and Mamaluke.
Of course, you're gonna fucking take Guido Mamaluke.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I saw many matches where it was Guido and Big Sal.
Damn!
I
thought I was safe for getting FBI like next round.
Well, I was like, I better snatch up at least a couple of tag teams to have something on my show that's decent before I get to the bottom of the barrel.
I wanted that.
All right. Anyways, so it's me up for Richie, and again, I feel like he needs some female talent as well. We can't leave that off. And a lot of people forget that this individual made a triumphant return in the summer of 2000 to WCW after being a previous breaking boundaries, really, being a tag team champion of WCW, and made a triumphant return to help her son out against the Vile Canyon and Pamela Paulshock for several matches. Judy Bagwell, a tag team champion. Judy Bagwell, high-level competitor, competing against all the high-level competitors of WCW in 2000. So, and she was active. Thunder, July 26th, Judy versus Canyon. I mean, intergender, taking on the big boys. Later on Nitro, April 7th, Judy and Buff against Paulshock and Canyon. I mean, she was active, man, just hopping in that ring and kicking ass. So, Judy Bagwell will be my next pick.
Oh, yeah. Four-goal
Yeah. But again, my promise, WCW Tag Team Champion, high-level competitor.
Yeah.
So I'm not breaking my promise. All right, Jacob.
Yeah, so we're on me, and he was my favorite wrestler as a kid. I even dressed up like him for Halloween one year.
Dude, Booker T, that's fucked up.
It's Sting.
Oh, okay. That's more appropriate.
That's not bad.
That's
were you that kid in that commercial that Sting beat up at his house when he showed up at his door? Remember that commercial? running them along the walls and throwing them.
You wish though.
Yeah.
I wish I was beat up.
No, that's a great moment. Ready to rumble. Punch me too.
Yeah.
I would totally. That's like the one thing people should. I would never do it because I don't take my shirt off. But like those cons, people like chop me so and so.
Yeah. All right.
All right, let me do some more teams while we can. And this just came to mind. Well, first I'm gonna go with I don't know if you call them Filthy Animals, if that was the band or not, but Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman I want to take.
Okay.
Oh, nice. I was debating on Mysterio as a singles guy. But...
Yeah.
No, for sure. But I did that for a reason, because at first I didn't think of these two because I feel they're booked as a comedic entity for the most part at this point. But think about this match: them against Kai and Tai, like going hard. Taka and Funaki actually would be really good.
All right. Oh yeah.
Kai and Tai.
Yeah. Don't get the credit they deserve as actually like good workers when they.
You know what I say about whether or not that would be a good match, JPO? Indeed.
Indeed. I'll do that even at movie shows sometimes. I'll just say indeed and no one knows what I'm doing.
He went after Mamaluke and Guido as a unit, which they were a great tag team.
I get what Christos also saying with the Dwayne part.
I thought you were going to say like when that one guy who got drafted before Michael Jordan, who's like real famous for being the number one draft pick.
No, but
Sam Bowie.
It's like that though, Paz. I don't want to be mean. I'll explain more off here if you want later.
It's fine. Yeah, you'll have to give me the back. I don't know what the backstory of the comment is. Yeah, we'll talk off air.
All right. I'm kind of avoiding ECW. I don't know if you guys could tell or not because I just didn't watch it a lot.
Not very extreme of you, Jim.
I'm just not an extreme. I'm just not an extreme guy.
You're laid back fella. I don't want to fight.
I will go back. I will go back to WCW, and I will take the 5-time WCW champion and go with Booker T.
I knew you dressed up as him. I knew it. Who's got Richie now?
Richie, it is JPO's turn to draft
All right.
Richie. Yeah.
I mean, you started it, Pez.
Yeah.
With high level. What he's got women, right?
Female competitor.
He's
Yeah.
got Judy. So you need someone to face you. You could do it in gender.
Please say what I think you're going to say, because I was going to give her next. But if you do it already, you're on the same wavelength here. Yeah.
I don't know if we are, but I do want to give him somebody that so good. They said no one else can match you at WrestleMania 2000. Nobody else gets a singles match. You get the Cat.
The Cat. Yeah. All right. Nice. I like it.
Yeah. Think about that. They were like, Cat and Terry's on the card. No more singles matches because nothing's going to live up to that.
Nothing's going to top that. Yeah. I mean, and the Cat was the women's champion, right? Yeah.
She had that belt. Yeah. Good pay-per-view gravy matches, I want to say.
Stacey Carter. Let's see. Champion. Yeah, she was one time. Yeah, she was a women's champion. So that's a champion's a champion, my friend. Best in the world. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. All right, my turn. Let's go one of my guys. Let's go Mike Awesome.
Yeah, I thought about it. Figured you might get him first. Good pick.
And well, if I'm gonna go Mike Awesome, then I'm also gonna go Masato Tanaka.
Yes, you can't always book that match. God damn it.
Yeah, you're damn right I can every single time.
We need to start making that like a side rule.
Listen, I'm not saying I don't have an entire DVD from our video that's nothing but Mike Awesome.
But you don't have to add to that DVD with your own matches.
Yes, you do, because every time they did it was amazing. Who's to say I'm going to have them against each other? I'm just having them on my roster.
We'll see.
Against somebody else.
I hope you do then.
It's not got other good matches against people. We'll see.
I thought about both of them. I'm a fan.
All right, Jacob, your pick for Richie. Give him some more high-level championship competitors, sir. Because I think we got a good roster going here.
Get more on me and Pez's level. You're being nice.
Yeah, you're being too nice. I mean, get to our level of giving him greatness. Like you're not.
Yeah. You're not. Nice enough.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're giving him like world heavyweight champions, and you give him like the 24/7 hardcore champion.
Yeah. Bulldog's good, but Tiger Ali Singh good. Crash Ali's fun, but Judy Bagwell fun.
Come on now, come on.
I don't want to.
All right, do whatever you want. What do you got?
I'm looking. Evan Courageous was pretty good, right?
Oh, I'm not thinking on that level yet. Go higher. You see, this is why I said, if you're gonna do this, give me the draft. If you're gonna screw him over like this, you need to give me your picks. Come on, for Richie.
Nah, let Jacob have it.
All right. I mean, you're not thinking big, but all right.
Oh, big?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you're just like, oh,
fine. He can have Sid.
All right, fine. That's a world champion. There you go. Now you're thinking.
He can have Sid.
All right.
Only after he breaks his leg, but no ankle. Sid with no ankle is what you get, specifically.
Hey, listen, Mike Austin was still in ECW at the beginning of 2000, so get it straight.
All right. It is my turn. I got So I'm gonna go with the guy who was probably the most over wrestler of the Attitude Era. That wasn't the one. That wasn't the WWE champion. I'm gonna go with Rikishi.
What was that comment? I missed the comment. Patrick Thriller.
Like I said, he was still in ECW at the beginning of 2000. And even when he got him into 2000, he was the career killer. He wasn't the Fat Chick Thriller yet.
Oh, no. Was 2001? No, I'm sorry. No points for me.
I like how you just trust him to be right. Like you don't even
Yeah,
look at
like
yourself
you
or
think he's
verify.
always right, and he's not always right.
I'd go. I don't know, man. Chris versus Wikipedia. I go with Chris if he says it's wrong.
But JP, we are back to you for
Hi,
You're
hey
back to that.
everybody. All right, let's see. What was I doing here? Let's go with Jerry Lynn. Big fan of him. And then again, I'm kind of drafting with the mindset of where we are. Hold on. Wait, is that what I want to do? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Give me Taz. A lot of potential at the beginning of the year. Didn't work out, but again, I'm thinking it's 2000.
Yeah. I'm kind of doing the same thing. It's like 2000.
Yeah.
What's their star
I'm
power
acting as
like?
if it's January 1st and I'm a billionaire.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you know what? Give me China.
For real?
Give me China.
All right.
And then Pez for Richie?
Yeah, me for Richie. When I said go big, I mean you want high level talent. I'm going to go so big. Not only was this guy a former Intercontinental Champion and a high level competitor, but he's so big. He has big in his name. Richie, you got Big T, the bigger version, bad version of Ahmed Johnson. Big T.
Nice.
Bigger and better than ever, I say.
A man who needed captions when you read his promos.
That's right.
Saw his promos.
That's right.
And yourself?
Myself, I will go. I mean, nobody's taken him yet. I'll take Triple H.
Damn, yeah. I was gonna finally get to it, but yeah.
Yeah, the other guy of that Catch a Shack feud, he's pretty good too, especially around this time. Who's to say I won't, Chris Gass? I can only take one person at a time. But I'm thinking singles competitors here. And then
we haven't given him a tag team yet.
Yeah, well, we'll get there. And then again, speaking of where they were at the time, a guy I was really coming up and was a legit monster. Give me Rhino, ACW.
Yeah.
The big effing deal, Rhino.
Yeah, kind of like Taz. Like this is kind of the year to.
Oh yeah, this is his year. Yeah, he was like,
he
was the shit around this time. Yeah. All right, JPO, you got Richie. I mean, he's got a hell of a roster going forward. Let's keep it up.
I mean, no, Jacob made a good point. Let's add to that tag team division of his.
Okay.
Let's give him the Mean Street Posse.
Hell yeah.
And of course, because I got to give him the best too. So not Joey Abs, a trained wrestler. Let's give him the friends of Pete Cass and Rodney.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey, 2 hardcore champions in there. Those guys are tough.
Hardcore champs, and also legitimately one of the, at least at the time, one of the highest rated Raw segments was them and Briscoe and Patterson. I heard had a really huge rating.
Yeah, big stars. Hey, I like their entrance music.
No Mercy alumni, as in the video game.
Yeah. All right, Mean Street Posse, Rodney Gas. All right, Jacob.
Yeah, so this is my pick, right? Okay. Because I have people in mind for Richie, but yeah, let me go back to WCW. I'm not taking him though. Let me take Yeah, I didn't make lists like you guys did. I'm not that prepared. I like to wing it sometimes.
Again, could have done it during the first 20 minutes.
I could have, but I was talking.
I was it.
You know what?
Multitask.
You know what? Give me Billy Gunn.
You kind of, yeah, technically, I think the one, maybe? Or was that 2001?
I thought that was 2001 when he became
Yeah,
the one.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but he was still.
He was an Intercontinental Champion.
Before Chris yells at me in the chat, sorry, fuck.
He was an IC champion in 2000, so he had
Yeah.
somewhat of a decent singles run, I think.
Yeah.
So, JP, over to you for back-to-back picks. This is going to be the end of the 10th round, I believe.
Yeah, this is your number 10 pick, JP.
About halfway through.
Further, give me, if you take 33% of your roster and minus 50% of my roster, there's a 67% chance I'm going to draft Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Scott Steiner.
I knew it was Scott Steiner.
He was doing Steiner math for you.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I got confused at the Steiner math.
Yeah. It makes sense to me. All right. Number 11.
And I have a feeling I think I'd be safe, but no, I won't now. Give me Steve Carino.
Okay.
I'm a big Steve Carino fan.
You might have been safe on that one for a little while.
Probably, yeah. I don't know.
Carino. Yeah,
I wasn't sure how you felt
to get him.
No, I mean, I just, he was kind of an up and coming guy. Like, if I had gotten down to it, I might have picked him.
2000s is breakout world title run. So.
Oh, no, I know. I just, he was still kind of young and, not as experienced. But yeah, he was all right. He was all right. All right.
Oh, it's me. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Give me I think I will take another tag team. I'll take Farouk and Bradshaw. APA.
Damn.
APA.
APA. Always pounding ass. That's a t-shirt.
Then I believe it's me picking for Richie.
It is. Yeah, it's on Jacob for Richie.
And so we gave them one tag team. We got to give them a tag team to go against, right?
Right. I mean, you can't just have a random tag team on your
former tag team WCW tag team champions, David Flair and Crowbar.
Hey, there we go. That's a tag team. I had another one lined up had you not given them a tag team, so that'll work.
Oh,
who's to say we can't give them more tag teams?
Yeah,
we could make it a three-way. Three-way. Yeah,
three-way dance.
Yeah,
whatever they.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. But Flair and Crowbar, there you go. Yeah, legit.
Hell yeah, he does. That's a bonus.
All right.
Him.
All right, back to me. Nobody's taking him yet. I'll take Goldberg. And well, he went active over to the brand new promotion of Pro Wrestling Noah. I researched in 2000. I'll take Kenta Kobashi. All right, and then
me.
No, me for Richie this time. So yeah. All right, so we've got some stuff set up. Let's get back to the singles wrestlers. I'm going to give him a former $1 million champion. Joining the ranks of Hall of Famer Ted DiBiase. Stone Cold Steve Austin was a $1 million champion. Two of the biggest stars right now. Cameron Grimes, LA Knight, a $1 million champion. Mr. Jones, aka Vincent, aka Virgil, repackaged to Mr. Jones in 2000. So yeah, Mr. Jones, aka Vincent, Virgil, whatever you like to call him. But yeah, $1 million champion. That's a prestigious title. Not many people held that one.
That man getting that fuck you money.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Mike Jones, Mr. Jones. They called him. It's what he was in the early 2000s. I don't know. They sometimes he was billed as Mr. Jones, sometimes Mike Jones, something like that. Whatever you like to call him. All right. Jacob, back to you.
Back to me. Mm-hmm. 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 You know what? I'm gonna take the other guy who was possibly the most over in the Attitude Era because of his head shake. You know, because he had the good head shake.
Yes.
So
he should have been a world champion because of that.
Yeah.
I agree.
So D'Lo Brown, welcome to the roster.
All right.
I mean, all joking aside, I do think he's talented and put on pretty decent matches.
Yes. All right. JPO, number 12.
Give me William Regal.
William Regal.
Saw him as William and Steven Regal both.
Steve Regal, yeah, around early 2000 as well still. But yeah, Steve or William Regal, Mr. Regal.
And then I will also take Dean Malenko.
Son of a gun. Should have taken him instead of D'Lo Brown. Could have got him now.
Yep.
It's the risk you take. Maybe I'll come better prepared for Saturday when we draft horror movies.
Yeah, live on this channel. All these fuckers again.
Damn right. All right, Jacob.
Yeah. You know, I think early 2000s. I think you know he put his body on the line quite a bit, and you know he gave it his all when he was in the ring. He didn't have a lot of matches, but when he did, I think they were always entertaining. I'm gonna take Shane McMahon.
Here comes the money.
Shane O'Mac.
Shane O'Mac.
Shane O'Mac. All right, Shane O'Mac. JPO, you're drafting for Richie now with a pick. What you got?
Let me hook you up, Richie. I'm going to give you somebody that not only can do backstage interviews, but can also go in the ring.
Ooh.
Just Joe.
Ooh, man, he was going to be my next pick. JPO, we're on the same wavelength.
There you go.
He's not Joey Legend. He's just Joe.
Just Joe.
He's just Joe.
So
multi-talented. Yeah, he's always spreading rumors and stuff.
Yeah.
That guy, you know, like always, you know, they're stirring things up backstage. Yeah, that guy.
Actually, I do think that's a fun gimmick that someone could run with.
Yeah, he's just Joe.
Yeah. Pez Lucky 13.
Okay. So let's see. Hey, he was number 140 on the PWA Top 500 in 2009. So that's a high level dude. NWA World Tag Team Champion. Just Joe. I'm just saying, NWA Tag Team Champion. He's a champion.
Okay. I just thought number 140 in 09, which is the most random.
I'm just saying. I was looking up his Wikipedia. hey, but again, still champions. We were giving him champions. He was an NWA Tag Team Champion right there. So that's a hey, you're joining the, you know, in that you're joining the ranks of the Briscoe brothers, the Funks. You know, I mean, the Road Warriors. I mean, that's you know, the Midnight Express, Rock and Roll Express, you know,
Mecha Wolf and Bestia. If you go recently,
that's a good class of competitors right there. Anyways, back to me. Let me get two more tag teams that I think could have a fun match. I'm going to take TNA, Test and Albert.
I was looking at Test.
Yeah, Test and Albert. And then I'm actually going to take a WCW tag team. I think they could have a fun match up against. Give me a Sean O'Hara and Mark Jindrak, the Natural Born Thrillers.
Yeah, I thought about them. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the few bright spots of the new blood. Because I always like Sean O'Hara. He's a big dude who can move.
Me and my brother were big fans of him.
Yeah, I
even
like
that
him.
original, or not even original, it's only like, I guess, past Invasion WWF run with that character. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like Sean O'Hara. Yeah, that dude had a lot of potential that they never really fulfilled. So, yeah, TNA and the Natural Born Thrillers. All right. So for Richie, Jacob is on the clock for Richie.
Yeah. Gotta get this right. So he's not here. After himself, but we got to give him a good roster. We still do.
Oh yeah. I got plenty of good people I can still give him. Plenty of champions.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I fucked up. Okay. I really thought because of AEW yesterday was Wednesday, and I'm like, what?
You know what was? Hold on, let me just double check something, because this is it's important that we give Richie a good roster. And I don't want to.
Yeah.
We're putting thought into it, man. We're all putting a lot of thought into this. Yeah.
I don't want to screw him over. I want to make sure that he has a good roster. You know what? I think this is arguably the peak of his career. Oh, I'm sorry. No, yeah, okay. No, sorry. My spreadsheet, not spread cheeks. JPO spreadsheet. And you guys can groan at this pick if you want, but I think this was the peak of his career. I think Big Boss Man wasn't any. 2000s Big Boss Man is just like peak. It wasn't. Was this? No, it was after. It was just 99 was his thing with the Big Show, right? And the dad.
Yeah, tail end of 99. So, I think you're done by December.
Yeah.
It
only gets better for him.
Bull Buchanan territory here. Yeah.
Yeah, Bossman and Bull. Yeah.
The original SWAT, or no, the original Shield.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean he fought for the hardcore title, but
that's. I mean, like we promised, both a champion, tag team champion, hardcore champion, and a Hall of Famer, Big Boss Man. I mean,
no, actually,
don't get much better than that. Yeah, Boss Man.
So,
all right.
Oh, so now it's me.
Now it's you.
Yeah, and I guess I can't have I can't have all of DX, but I can have most of them. Because I'm taking, and they did team up. I made sure to look, and they teamed up quite a bit. Just two of them. I'm taking Road Dogg and X-Pac.
Okay. X-Pac and Road Dogg. All right.
So,
all right.
Back to back.
Alrighty. All right, 14 and 15 for me. Let's go Kid Cash.
All right.
And then let's go Diamond Dallas Page.
That pick's not a bad thing. That pick's a good thing.
Is he really still available?
Yeah. DDP. No one said DDP.
Nobody said DDP.
No. My next pick. I'm making sure that I didn't overlook that.
Okay. All right.
Well, say it. We'll
no. Kane is still available.
Yeah, he's still available. Nobody's saying I didn't knock him off my overall list yet.
I got it. It's Kane for 15.
Oh, God. It's gotta be Kane. All right, for Richie, I feel like I need to give him a group. Much in the vein, JPO, you just took Kid Cash, right? Phenomenal cruiserweight competitor, light heavyweight competitor, high flyer. I'm going to give him a cruiserweight champion from 2000. So, a guy that can move, tough dude. Oklahoma, valiantly took it from Medusa in 2000 and high-level competitor. Called his own matches in the ring. That's talent right there when you can wrestle and call your own matches. Oklahoma, cruiserweight champion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on you.
All right, that's me. Okay, let's go. Who I got left over? Let's see. Give me Super Crazy. And
super. He's crazy.
He's super crazy. He is
super crazy.
Super crazy. And give me. I'll take little Spike Dudley. Yeah.
I believe it's JPO picking for Richie now.
It is JPO picking Richie's 16th pick.
Okay, so I've got one more that I got to get right for Richie.
Okay.
And then
I got it covered from there. Don't worry. Yeah, I got you. Or I should say Richie, I got you. But yeah, JPO.
So do I have two more then? So I have 16 and 19.
You still, you have 16 and 19 coming.
All right, good. I just want to strategically place that out. Yep. I mean, I don't think we give him enough ECW guys, and I just love this name, and I want to write it down. Chili Willy.
Chili Willy.
I'm pretty sure I drafted him in the ECW draft.
You have drafted him before, too.
He was on. Yeah, he was on the very last ECW pay-per-view. Yeah.
It's actually not that bad of a pick. I just like the name.
Chili Willy. It's funny when you Google Chili Willy, it comes up with a cartoon character first.
Oh, good, because I would think he might have come up with something naughty, but
no, maybe.
Girlsy, do you like your Chili Willy's chili? Do you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's what you call an Eskimo dick. Hey, got it. Okay. What you got? Whoever's next.
Former FCW heavyweight champion, Chili Willy.
Wait, what? What is he?
Southern Championship Wrestling heavyweight champion, Chili Willy.
Oh, they said FTW.
No, SCW, Southern Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Out of Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah, we've all heard of that company.
Mm-hmm. Just trying to look up their title history. Who else? SCW heavyweight champion. Shane Helms, SCW heavyweight champion. So he's a good company.
Good company there. Hell yeah.
Shane Helms, man. That dude's legit. Might come up still. CW Anderson. Hey. Oh yeah. Anyways. Jacob.
Yeah. Give me I feel like I need to take at least one ECW guy or tag team, and you know what, they were the final tag team champions.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take them. I'll take Danny Doring and Roadkill.
Yeah, they're a good tag team. ECW or WWE should have used them more after they signed them. They were really good. That was a missed opportunity.
Well, it was also about 5 years too late by the time they signed them.
Yeah, I know. But even then, they were still like relatively young. They could have done something with them.
Well, there's that moment. Don't forget, like there was a moment where they were looking at Roadkill for the main roster by himself.
Yeah.
Almost fought Taker supposedly, or at least it was talked about.
All right. JPO 16-17.
Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy.
Yeah, I think there's one. I think there was one in Orlando for a while. I'm just saying the one he
There's
worked
definitely
for.
a Florida one.
The
Yeah,
one
at one
Chili
point.
Willie worked for. Hey, if Shane Helms and C.W. Anderson were heavyweight champions as well, they got some peoples.
And then give me big sexy Kevin Nash.
Did you already pick somebody else?
Yeah, what did I say just now?
Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer. Okay, yeah, I just missed writing it down.
All right. Jacobs, number 17.
Yeah. Pretty sure. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure. I want to say them. You guys be like, oh no, he wasn't. I'm pretty sure he was. I'm also just making sure that there's nobody else I want to take it instead of him. Oh, I'll take him. I'll take Steve Blackman.
Or as wrestling bios would say, Steve motherfucking Blackman.
And then it's my pick for Richie.
Correct.
And yeah, let's give him another cruiserweight champion. I was thinking of this guy before Chris even mentioned him in the chat. Let's give him Mike Sanders.
Above average.
Who's now a stand-up comedian, it says on his Wikipedia page.
Oh yeah, because that's right. The Hawk guy mentioned that.
He only showed up at TNA like a couple of times, and that was like it. Like he just like never wrestled again. it was like yeah.
No, he was a TNA regular for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 17-18 Pez.
Okay, I will take. Well, I mean, I just mentioned him, but I'll take him because he's really good. I'll take Shane Helms. Sugar Shane.
Sugar Shane Helms.
Sugar Shane. And then give me Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam, bam.
Bam Bam.
Bam, bam.
All right. So, and then it's back to me because I've got Richie's pick. I am going to give him not only a former multi-time WWF Tag Team Champion, but a former European champion as well, joining a lot of prestigious people. And he got a lot of TV time around this time and was really making a comeback. Give him Naked Minion. Naked Minion. The man's so good, he could wrestle in a fanny pack.
Not many men can say that.
Not many people can pull off the fanny pack look, I mean, and that's good company too, because Joe Rogan wears a fanny pack. He's a tough guy. I mean, you got to be tough to pull off the fanny pack look. All right.
Back to me. Yeah, you know what? I still say what you want about his booking choices later on in his career, but I think he's still a talented wrestler. I'm gonna go with Jeff Jarrett.
Double J.
And out of nowhere, Wild Slapnut appears.
A wild Slapnuts appears. And I feel like he's another guy that showed up on a lot of the pay-per-views we watched and we forgot about. And then all of a sudden, the wild Slapnuts appears. There's Jeff Jarrett. I'm like, Jesus, you can't escape him. He was in every company every year. All right, GPO, 1819.
Hardcore Howley. Followed by the Great Muda.
Right. Yeah, he made a little WCW comeback in 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was around there. Okay. Jacob.
You know what? I think if you book him correctly and he cares, you can get something good out of this guy.
Listen, CM Punk's like an indie guy right now. So.
Well, you know what? Hulk Hogan's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Hulk Hogan's still on the table if you want to take him, right?
I'm taking it. I'll take Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Or Terry Bollea. You can also take Terry Bollea if you want to.
It's true.
Wait, why?
Because he was Terry Bollea for a while in summer 2000 when he feuded with Billy Kidman. Remember that?
No. Did they bill him as that?
Yeah, the New Blood versus the Millionaires Club feud. He was just Terry Bollea for a while.
I missed that.
We reviewed a show where he did that.
I must have just skipped to the match and never really thought about
it. Yeah. He was literally doing that. Anyways. Okay. And then JPO, you've got Richie's next pick.
Oh, okay. So to top off, I figure let's cover him on a couple levels here. Not only do I want to go with a champion, but I want somebody that can literally, again, kind of intergender, can do whatever you want. Let's give him two different names. Harvina, aka Harvey Whippleman.
Hey, boom, Harvina.
Another champion for Richie.
There you go. And I might polish him up with another champion. Or a Hall of Famer, I should say. Hall of Famer.
Nice. Yeah. Harvey should be in the Hall of Fame if he's not.
Yeah.
Watch The Young Rock. I like that actor that plays him.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Austin, I believe these are your final two picks.
Yeah, and then I'll finish off for Richie. So, my final two picks, I will take Finley. Finley, regular Finley, whatever you want to call him. Finley. And I'll take Raven. All right, and finally for Richie, I want to give him another Hall of Famer, somebody who had a lengthy career, one of the toughest women, maybe that could face Harvina, perhaps JPO, for that coveted women's championship. Hall of Famer Mae Young.
Yeah, I was thinking about her too, and fabulous Moolah too. But Moolah wasn't as active in 2000.
But had several matches, including one where it was Moolah versus Mae Young on Raw. So I mean, they were very much
still the show active. At the 2000 Rumble.
Yeah, still stealing the show, still doing their thing. So yeah, tough as nails.
I remember being such a horny young kid and being like, "How can they show her titties?" And but not anyone else's titties.
But not the cats, not Jacqueline. Yeah, no.
Which, by the way, there's that UK pay-per-view where Jacqueline's top gets ripped off. Totally edited out of the Peacock, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I did double check.
Uh-huh.
Of course you did.
For scientific purposes.
For scientific purposes, yes.
Final pick, Yaka Barber.
What was your 18 and 19, Barbara? I'm missing one for you. You had Double J and who else?
No, Hulk Hogan.
Hogan, and then he hasn't done his last.
That's right, Hogan. Yeah, Hogan.
Hey, you're coming off 2 world champs too.
Mm-hmm.
I am, and I'm not going to. Well, no, I am, because give me Terry Funk.
Yeah, nice.
All right. Chicken Farm.
Give me Terry Funk in any era.
Yeah.
All right, so to finish the draft off, who are you taking?
Give me the Homicidal, Genocidal, Suicidal, Sabu.
All right. Big yawn. So that is our draft. I think we can recap our.
Well, just say,
roster.
Jacob. Any honorable mentions, Jacob?
Yeah, for my last pick, I was thinking of Terry. Obviously, I took Terry Funk. I was thinking Vampiro. I like Vampiro.
Yeah, good pick.
But yeah, no, not really. You know, if I want another tag team, maybe Chronic. If I wanted to put them in there.
I was just trepidatious because they get fired a year later for being bad. So
Yeah, it's like
if they're up against the right team, they could be fun. and
yeah,
charismatic.
no, I do.
But,
Yeah.
I didn't really.
I'm
Didn't
friends
really
with Brian
take any
Adams'
women
son
outside
too.
of China.
Yeah.
So I probably should have looked at some more women, but
Yeah, you know, I hate to say it, I am women free on mine just because again we're in that weird era. Of
You're in 2000 of like, even if you take like Trish and
Maybe-
Lita, they were still very green.
No,
you know, at the
yeah,
time.
they
No,
even had matches in 2000.
Chris, Jacob took Rikishi. Yeah, he went number 8.
oh
What?
yeah,
Who said Rikishi?
Chris Cass was asking about anyone take Rikishi.
Oh,
Jacob
okay,
I
yeah.
took him. The most
Yeah,
over
we're
superstar.
talking
in the,
chicks, and I'm like, I know he's got an ass, but what's that got to do with shit?
I mean, I do have China, but I also have Chris Jericho and Jeff Jarrett. I'm just saying.
Oh, you don't even have to. Again, you don't have to book the same shit. Like book her with someone else.
Happened.
No, be more clever, Mr. Tanaka. Awesome.
Well, I took both of them. It doesn't mean I can't pair Mike Awesome up against Kenna Kobashi, which would be fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who says I wouldn't put Masato Tanaka and Finlay in there to wail on each other? You know, that'd be a lot of fun.
No, you're right.
I genuinely like both those guys, so I want to take them because they're fucking
talented. No, 100%. If you do.
You're right. I'm gonna book China and Jeff Jarrett as a tag team instead, and they're gonna go up against Road Dogg and X-Pac. China and X-Pac.
There you go.
Getting it on in the ring.
In the ring. Pez, honorable mentions?
Yeah, I mean, I consider New Jack just to have some fun. You know, I like New Jack. Technically, Bret Hart was still wrestling post-concussion in January of 2000. You could take Bret Hart. Because even after he got his concussion, he was getting hit in the head with chairs by Terry Funk. We never seem to mention that when we talk about the Goldberg thing, by the way. Or he never mentions that, too, that he was doing hardcore matches against Terry Funk at post-concussion. Jamie Noble, Shannon Moore, I think both those guys are still talented. Put them in the right situation. I like Ming, Kensuke Sasaki. Could take. He had the famous match with Kenna Kobashi where they wailed on each other in the middle of the ring. Nobody took the Big Show. I mean, he was available. 2000 Big Show. He was pretty fat, but you could take him. Val Venus, S.A. Rios. Yeah, even I considered Chronic. If I had to get down to it for tag teams.
The Prince would have been a good one for Richie.
Well, Richie. Well, I have honorable mentions that I passed up for Richie for various reasons, but they were on. Yeah, no, I mean, Cruiserweight champion, the artist formerly known as Prince Iukea, was definitely available. Just because he wasn't a champion, and I promised him to give him champions. Ralphus wasn't a champion, but a tough dude who went toe to toe with Terry Funk. I mean, that's a hell of a. We saw that firsthand. Kiwi. Very talented in his spiky hair. The Kiss Demon, very much, why
are we getting the Kiss Demon? Come on.
Well, again, he wasn't a champion, so I wanted to stick to my championship thing, promise. But he was, but Richie does like a big Haas, so I considered it, the Kiss Demon was
or the Wall.
The Wall. I mean, big dudes. Brian Knobs as a singles competitor was really stepping it up in 2000s. He's a multi-time tag team champion. That dude's very talented. I consider for a tag team Lenny and Lodi. We're very active. Lenny, Lane, and Lodi, very talented tag team. Women's champion Stephanie McMahon. Anybody? I mean, women's champion. That says a lot. Tank Abbott. Big Haas, big bruiser, and a good dancer to add to that. And maybe the Headbangers as well, Martian Thrasher making a comeback in 2000. So, Major Guns, and her guns.
I thought about Headbangers, but I thought, David Flair and Crowbar might have been them.
Oh, no, it's stuff up.
David's the drizzling shit, so good call. Crowbar sound.
So, to recap Richie's draft and write this down, Richie, because we need your card next week.
I got honorables.
Oh, you got honorables for him too?
Yeah,
okay,
fucking like you guys saw, motherfuckers. I know for dudes, Dustin Rhodes still going, Chavo Jr., Norman Smiley's a lot of fun, of course. Spike Dudley, and the only one I think we didn't take from the WCW Deserters, Perry Saturn, also on the board as well. Some good cruiserweights. You mentioned some good cruiserweights. Nova, Jimmy Yang, Kazayashi, Scotty 2 Hottie, all on the board. And then it wasn't too many tag teams. I actually do like the Headbangers and Chronic. They were kind of on my mind. And then for Richie, the Cat's opponent Terry, of course, is great. Terry Reynolds.
Yeah.
And you drafted Hulk. How about his nephew Horace?
Horace
is still active.
Horace. Yeah, no, Terry Reynolds, hardcore champion, stepping it up with the men. You know what I'm saying? I considered it. So, good stuff there.
All right, now we go. Now we do overdraft.
Yeah, no, totally. So Richie, pay attention, take notes, write it down, whatever you got to do, because we need your card. David Arquette, British Bulldog, Vince Russo, Tiger Ali Singh, Crash Holly, Judy Bagwell, The Cat, Sid Vicious, Big T, the Main Street Posse of Rodney and Pete Gass, David Flair and Crowbar, Mr. Jones, a.k.a. Vincent, Just Joe, Big Boss Man, Oklahoma, Chili Willie, Mike Sanders, Naked Minion, Harvina, Harvey Whippleman, and Mae Young.
May not so young.
Hey, lots of champion Hall of Famer talent right there, Hey, no slouches. I like it.
Yeah. Jordan, what about your draft?
Yeah, popping up to me, we got Sabu, Great Muda, Hardcore Bob Holly, Kevin Nash, Tommy Dreamer, Diamond Dallas Page, Kid Cash, Dean Malenko, William Regal, Steve Carino, Big Daddy, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, Taz with 1 or 2 Z's, whichever one you'd like, Jerry Lynn, Kai and Tai and Taka Michinoku and Sho Funaki, Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman, Viva La Raza, Eddie Guerrero, Impact Players, Gillette Storm, which is incredible, the Hardys, Jeff and Matt, Cactus Jack, aka McFoley, and Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
Nice. And then moving over to me, I've got The Rock, Edge and Christian, the Dudleys, Bubba and Devon, Ric Flair, Chris Jericho, Sting, Booker T, Rikishi, Chyna, Billy Gunn, the APA, D'Lo Brown, Shane McMahon, Road Dogg and X-Pac, Kane, Danny Doring and Roadkill, Steve Blackman, Jeff Jarrett, Hulk Hogan, and Terry Funk.
All right, and I've got Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kurt Angle, American Badass Undertaker, Chris Benoit, the Unholy Alliance of Tajiri and Mikey Whipwreck, the FBI of Guido Mamaluke, Mike Awesome, Masato Tanaka, Triple H, Rhino, Goldberg, Kenta Kobashi, TNA, the Natural Born Thrillers of O'Hare and Jindrak, Super Crazy, Spike Dudley, Shane Helms, Bam Bam Bigelow, Finley, and Raven.
Very nice.
Yeah.
4 really good drafts. I hate to say it. I think Richie's card might outshine us all, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
He's going to put together a hell of a card, I mean, there's talent on that card, so I mean, he can make some magic happen, or he can not take it seriously and not make magic happen.
Right.
I mean,
I trust he will.
Yeah, I trust he will do the right thing.
I mean, but Richie, if Mae Young does not go over Russo in the main event, I will be upset.
I mean, I was going to go world champion. If it was my card, I would just go straight world champion for world champion, David Arquette and Vince Russo. I mean, that would tear the house down. I mean, 2 of the biggest champions in 2000. I mean,
in a triple cage, right?
Well, yeah, in a cage match, triple cage match, something like that. Yeah, just a drag out fight. I mean, see who was the best champion of 2000, if you ask me. That was a dream match we never got.
Right. I will say, I think of all the potentials that I saw from all of our that Hardy's Just Incredible Lance Storm match is probably the most appealing to me.
Yeah, that was something because I think WWF missed the boat on Credible when he came over. Just used him as a jobber because Storm and Credible were a good tag team.
I think they tagged.
Credible.
They tagged one time together on a SmackDown or something, Credible and
really?
Storm did.
Invasion, man.
And then Paul Heyman mentioned that they were the Impact players, and he said it on commentary, and then they just split them back up again. I was like, what are you doing? Have the Impact players, they'd be a great tag team. They obviously already are. What do you dropped the boat on that one. Yeah, instead he paired him up with X-Pac and Albert, and Uncle
I
Cracker.
know you hate X Factor, but you ain't gotta look at me like that.
Yeah, right. So yeah, do something.
Yeah, no, that was a fun draft. Yeah, we'll have to do more of these years. We'll see what year we possibly do next. That Richie can be here for and not be gifted.
So a couple like house show matches. But yeah, there's one match with the Hardys in less than 3 minutes on Raw. Prime Invasion, August 2001. And then other than that, it's other, battle royals and house show matches and 6 mans. So yeah, just one televised Landstorm technical, Impact Players reunion in a way. But they're
yeah. I remember seeing it when I was going through the Invasion again when Brian and Vinny went through it. And it was like a random SmackDown. They teamed up, and I was like, "Why did you do? What? It's right there."
Yeah, no, it's just like I said, it's a random Raw. It's pretty short.
Yeah.
It's not even 3 minutes. Yeah,
I know. Yeah, what are you doing?
And they're not billed as Impact Players. It's just
right.
I'm sure Vince did randomly as hey, 2 Alliance guys lose the Hardys,
and had no idea what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was fun. So we'll pick back up again next week with something more wrestling.
Like I said, I'm always down to do more of these. Like I said, I like the kind of like time drafts. Another company. If we don't have to do 2001, if we don't want, maybe jump to 2005. Maybe I don't know. Something to keep in mind.
Yeah, because I mean, we lose ECW, but we gain TNA. So
yeah, like I said, I mean, even in 2002, 2003, yeah, you're finally with TNA and you can do Ring of Honor if you're a Ring of Honor guy, as in all of them,
Yeah, and then we jump into the the 2010s, and oh my goodness, like there's just so much to choose from. But yeah, it's definitely something to think about. So good idea. It kind of and now something that we can.
I think the next one we should do like 2004, because then you got like Prime Impact, but WWE and Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I think we could probably
like something like that. Yeah. That'd be good. Because you got some good indie talent. You got a little competition, but some really strong TNA talent. Like that'd be interesting. See who everybody takes then.
Yeah.
I do think on the 26th, the Thursday before Halloween, I do think we need to pick a classic Halloween Havoc to watch just to celebrate. Just throwing it out. Just throwing it out there. We don't have to pick like a bad one. We can pick a good one. And
I'm always down to revisit 97.
Either 96 or 96 is also good. So I would say 96 or 97. We can talk offline. I say both of those are two of the kind of best ones that have been the list I saw.
I don't know what's the best off the top. Obviously, I know the 97 match. I wouldn't mind something that's not 97 just because I haven't seen anything from it probably.
We could do 96. 96 would be good. You're still good in Prime NWO. Got a great undercard with all the cruiserweight and TV title stuff, things like that. Yeah. And on some of the lists I saw, it was listed as the best one. So we could do that and celebrate. Get a little mix of stuff. Old school.
Yeah.
So. I might have seen a little bit of it earlier. I had a random best of Halloween Havoc in the background. So maybe I watched a bit of it earlier.
You probably caught one of those undercard matches on there somewhere. Maybe a little Ultimate Dragon match or something like that.
Now it's a bunch of War Games matches. Oh, JJ Dillon's the shit kicked out of him.
We'll talk about it.
Well, yeah, so we will be back next week talking some more wrestling. But Austin, between now and then, what do you got going on?
Stuff.
Good night.
All right. Movie hero stuff. Tournament fights tomorrow night. Prisons and Mental Institution movies. Got the horror draft with hopefully all the Lonely Marks showing up for that one. Richie should be back for that, right? So we're doing that on Saturday night, I believe.
Wait, if he doesn't show up, can we
draft his horror movies?
Draft for him again.
Okay. So show up, or I'm going to draft you some banger horror movies. I'm the horror guy. I'm going to draft you some good stuff.
I'm drafting you Tyler Perry's Boo or whatever it's called.
Boo 2, the second one.
That's this horror adjacent movie pick.
That is a horror movie. It's a Halloween movie.
It's literally called Boo, Jacob.
Boo. It's supposed to be scary.
Can't get more Halloween than that. It's called Boo.
Listen, just because you're scared to watch it because it's a Medea movie.
That same night, though, later on, Mega Movie Z over on Wolfman's channel, we'll be doing our drinking game to Halloween Resurrection. Little Buster Rhymes.
Oh god.
Oh yeah. So
The
that should
beginning
be-
pisses me off, and then the rest of the movie doesn't get any better.
nope. So yeah, we're doing that.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Seen and heard Grand Championship on Sunday night.
Michael Myers can't fight rappers. A little Cool J lived. Buster basically won the fight. Holy shit.
No, he did win the fight. He electrocutes him. He
No,
gets the
true.
kill.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's not even, well, because he's still alive in the post credits, or he's alive in the last.
No, he's alive at the end of the movie. Yeah, he
but
does.
he
not
does
die.
lose the fight. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Seen and heard Sunday night. JPO will be there along with
Coming
me
for that
our
belt,
Grand
son. Who's
Coming
the
for that
champ? Are you
belt.
the champ?
We don't really have like. I mean, that's kind of the point of the Grand Championship that we're doing. But I have won 5 times, so yeah.
Who won the last one that you were in?
Me.
So I'm going to say you're the champ. I'm coming for your belt, son.
Yeah, right. I won the last couple that I've been in. But yeah, and then that's most of you in there. Then I'll be on vacation. So yeah.
Nice. JPO.
We will be drafting all these familiar faces on Saturday, horror titles. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Seen and heard on Sunday. I'll be on that, fighting for that title. Whatever tournament fight is on Tuesday, I'm on that. So I'll be on this
It's
channel.
more horror, Malcolm versus Jordan horror movies.
Oh yeah. Oh please.
Yeah,
Are those lists out yet? That's less than a week now.
I'll send it to you. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Because I'd like to study for them. See if they got.
Yeah. He sent me.
I'll probably have seen most
probably
of
got
them
me.
with those two, but
they're pretty main. They're pretty mainstream.
Okay.
I'm curious to see how many blind spots I have.
yeah. I mean, I'll see what I got blind spot was. Yeah, I like to study for that one. That is what I'm primarily watching. Is horror this month. I don't know. I'm not doing too much. Oh, Friday or Saturday, we are going to do another horror clips. Hopefully, you guys, if you guys are available, I'll let you know. I'm trying to set the date for that because I'm actually not making that one. I'll be in that one. So that's going to be fun. And there's some more horror shenanigans. It's a lighter month this month because I am moving again. But I'm still be participating in other people's things, just not scheduling as many things on my own, writing on my own. So yeah.
Yeah. And hey, maybe the next time you do a horror synopsis, don't let people play just because they're there to have fun.
Oh, 2 pointers, yeah. we can talk. We can talk off air. Again, I'll be mean on air, not on air.
I was like, oh, because I was playing along. I'm like, oh, I actually did decent. I think I got like 7 or 8. Which for me is good.
No, and I think an average would have been pretty good.
Since horror is not really my thing, but you know what? 'Tis the season, so yeah, we'll be doing some horror drafts. I'm on a couple tournament fights coming up soon too. Battleground, my match got canceled, but we're working on hopefully something else.
I think one of mine just dropped. I think me and Jeremy just dropped. So check that one out.
Yeah. So yeah, then over at Combat Wrestling Trivia, you can catch both me and JPO in the class.
We appeared
coming up soon.
In the class. We appeared earlier tonight. Check that out on Chris's Twitch.
And I am the current Twitch TV champion, and I will brag about that until I am no longer the Twitch TV champion because I never thought I would be a trivia champion.
Yeah, baby.
I am.
Well, I mean, you won titles in ASAP.
Well, again, I'm not going to be mean on air.
Man, when we're getting off, we got so much shit to talk about.
No, this was a lot of fun. We'll be back next week to talk some more wrestling. So for Richie, who couldn't be here, for Austin, for Jordan, I'm Jacob, and we'll just bring it back.
We gotta find a new.
We gotta find something new. But until then,
I should have sent you the one I played, and Roman still has only defended his title once this